welcome to Tommy Surfs. This video is going to be a comparison of all the different fins I have tried on the Firewire Mashup, and then in the end I will tell you what I preferred the most. So in this video I'm going to compare 4 fins. It's going to be the Mick Fanning Large by FCS, the Toledo Mediums by FCS, the Mark Richards by FCS, twin fin with a stabilizer, and then by Naked Viking Surfs, the Taylor Knox twin fin with a stabilizer. So the video that's been playing is of the Fanning Large, and just to give you a general idea, I like to surf bigger fins in smaller waves. It makes the most sense to me. And the one thing about the Fanning fins is that I love them in small waves. However, as you can see here, this is a different day. It was a little bit bigger, more pockety, so I had a lot of speed right off the bat from the wave itself. And I found that the board was a little bit harder to control, and I found the fins to be a tad sticky when I needed to turn them abruptly, like an off the top or something like that. So harder to control. So in general, I really like the Fanning fins for small waves, or maybe slightly bigger but softer, not where the wave gave me a lot of speed. I like the fins where I was able to use them to generate the speed. The next fin we're going to look at is the FCS Toledo, which are medium fins. They're kind of same as the Fanning in the sense that they are more carver. And because they're medium, I found that the fins work better in slightly bigger waves. So here's kind of a more pockety wave, but I was able to get that nice turn without getting stuck or without having that issue I was having with the Fanning fins. So a lot of these waves, I found that my top turns felt better and looked better, at least in the bigger stuff. So now here, I kind of wanted to show the Toledo fins on a smaller day. And yeah, I didn't really like it. They lacked the drive. So unlike the Fanning fin, I had a little bit more drive. The Toledo's lacked that. But anytime the waves got actually bigger, maybe than waist to stomach high, the fins and board worked really well together. So yeah, I would probably hold off on these fins unless I was going to go surf bigger waves. But at the same time, that's kind of counterintuitive to the board design. If you watch the review, you should know that this board is designed for small waves. And in fact, small, subpar, not so standard, not so punchy waves. So taking this board out with these fins for a bigger day is really counterintuitive to the design of the actual board. So meaning if you have another board, something that's more performance oriented, you're probably better off taking that board and just leaving the Mashup at home. Now I did surf the board as a quad, but I don't have any footage of that. But as a quad, it was a little bit loose. So it would probably be the equivalent of surfing maybe like pivot fins with a little bit more surface area, so better drive in slower waves. But I didn't really notice all that much because I tend to surf the bigger fins anyway, and then when I surf quads, I tend to surf smaller versions of the quad. Oh, one thing I will mention is that it did go better backhand as a quad for me, because I'm pretty bad backhand anyways, so I need all the help I can get, and for whatever reason, quads are helpful. So now moving on to the 2+1s. I don't know if you notice how soft that wave is and how much speed I was able to generate through the flats. One thing about these, just 2+1s in general, because of the bigger side fins, and because you have a smaller trailer, you can kind of wiggle much quicker. So what ends up happening is when I get up, that initial wiggle allows me to generate instantaneous speed, better than on the Mick Fannings, and definitely better than the Toledos. So my preferred actual setup is 2+1 so far. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it's turning out to be the preferred combo. So 2+1, at least with the MRs, I'm getting more speed than the two thrusters. So now this wave here, it's pretty small and relatively soft, but I get a lot of speed, enough to do kind of that foamy floater. And this last wave, I was impressed with this one because I had so much speed that I did this little foam climb, and I remember how it felt, and I was going really fast. So the last fin we're going to look at is the Naked Viking twin fin with a trailer stabilizer fin. Watch the speed on this particular set of fins. On this particular day, I was able to launch, I think, like 5 times. I didn't put all of them on this video, but even that one, look how tiny that was and how much speed I had to get enough pop. I will say that the MR is a certain percentage faster than the Fannings, but this, look at this wave right here. You see that second pump, how fast I was going? I have to say that these Naked Viking Taylor Knox twin fins are the fastest fins I've ever used. And I thought the board was already fast, with the other fin setup. When I did the review, I didn't even try it as a 2+1 yet. But as a 2+1, specifically with these Taylor Knox fins, fastest board I've ever ridden. I almost feel like it's going to change the way I surf. I think I'm going to try to learn how to do like more carves and laybacks now. The one thing I wanted to illustrate though is if you overlay the MR, it has a narrower base, which totally explains why at lower speeds the Naked Viking Taylor Knox has more drive and get up and go power. The MRs were by far my favorite twin fin with the stabilizer. I've never actually surfed it without the stabilizer. But I think now, having surfed the Naked Vikings, there's definitely differences. And at least with the Mashup, it's like the perfect combination. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. But definitely let me know what you thought of the surfing and the comparisons on the different boards. Alright guys, till next time, hopefully it'll be another board review, but I do have another how-to video that I am looking at doing because I discovered something about my own surfing. Have a good one, guys.